Hello, YouTube. This is britishwalkthroughs1, and we got a couple guys with us. We got Premalicious over there. You guys all know him and love him.
Hey.
And we got Tyler coming back here after that Last Jedi review.
What up?
And today we'll be reviewing Infinity War. What a movie. And here are a bunch of spoilers, so be prepared for that. And here we go. We'll start with Tyler. What did you think of this movie?
All right, from the Marvel logo, 10 years of film setting up Infinity War. We start off with the end of Thor Ragnarok, the ship. Now, we do see the Black Order for the first time, and Thanos crushing Thor's skull. Now, this part is a huge spoiler, so, again, spoilers for this review. But Loki, he meets his demise. What do we think?
I thought that was a great send-off for Loki.
Yeah, it was a perfect send-off. Especially, like, when they bring out the Hulk, and he's like, we got a Hulk.
Yeah,
it's just like the first Avengers when as Iron Man says that.
Yeah,
and then he just gets destroyed by Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, that was an amazing fight. I love that fight. But yeah, the Loki thing when it's like, we got Hulk, I was like, yes, and I'm cheering in my seat. Great start to this movie.
Mm-hmm. And like right off the bat, I felt Thanos was like a formidable presence, like unlike any other Marvel villain. Like felt like he was dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You get this kind of vibe. He's going to be possibly the Darth Vader of the next generation of villains.
Yeah,
really. He was great in it, and right off the bat, I mean, he's going toe to toe with Hulk, and I'm like, first of all, this guy is massive, and he's just like destroyed the Hulk, and it was great.
Yeah, I was telling British that I think that fight was like Jason Bourne, but with two giant alien guys.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Now, after Loki gets choked out, we cut to Earth. Hulk falls through the sanctum, and boom, the Infinity War logo pops up. We see Stark and Pepper Potts talking about having a kid. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that was... I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
I like how throughout the last few... Because they haven't had an Iron Man 4, but throughout each of the Marvel films where Tony's in there, they just keep advancing his story a little bit by bit. Like how he becomes a mentor to Peter Parker, and then like he's getting back with Pepper Potts and stuff like that. Because he's always had that story arc. Like he's the guy who knows the big threat is coming. Like that was the whole thing with Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that's exactly true. So, great character. I thought that scene was pretty good, and that kind of leads into where this thing really just starts to go, and it's just amazing.
We see the camaraderie between Stark and Doctor Strange. Well, first, they don't like each other as much, but we do see them kind of warm up to each other. As they fight Ebony Maw and Cole Obsidian in the streets of New York. We also see...
Squidward guy. That
so
joke
funny.
was amazing. I love that one.
He was definitely the best of the Black Order. The rest of them, we'll talk about them later, but the rest of them were kind of pretty terrible, in my opinion.
They were like cool bad guys, but like they weren't actually like any more than just like cool henchmen.
Yeah, really forgettable.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost the Outriders, the normal henchmen, they were cooler than the Black Order. They were killing themselves in the shields. But we'll get to that when we talk about the ending. So we see the small battle in New York, the ring in the sky, and some of the returning characters from Homecoming, like Ned.
Oh, Ned is great. I love that scene. He's just like get a distraction or something like that, and then he hops out of the bus, and I'm just like, yes, go Spidey, go Spidey, yeah.
Stan Lee is the driver.
Stan Lee cameo right there. But yeah, we're all gonna die and stuff. Oh man, that's when I was like, this movie rocks.
And then we see that Banner can't transform to the Hulk, and this was, I don't know, I feel like this was a downfall of Infinity War, probably a con of anything. We saw Hulk in the trailers. Obviously, the trailer footage was fake. But Hulk he was only Hulk for 2 minutes, probably even less.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I thought he'd be Hulk for a majority of it. But maybe that kind of makes it a little bit more interesting, too.
Yeah.
Because they would have been, I mean, if he was actually Hulk, they would have been really powerful. Probably still would have lost.
That invasion wouldn't have been a
the invasion
deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would have just smashed.
I mean, obviously Thanos would have wrecked them still, but that invasion wouldn't be a big deal at all.
I would have loved to seen a few fights between Hulk and Cole Obsidian. One in New York and one in the Wakanda. Yeah, that would have been sweet. But anyway, after the little New York fight, we see them go off into space, and we link up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. We see what they've been up to.
Oh, yeah.
That was so great.
A new ship. That looks pretty cool.
I love the music going there. I'm just like, yes, Guardians.
Yeah, it's so strange because like the writers for Infinity War, it's almost like they took like they I think they like watched all the individual movies and learned what the writers did for the like the jokes and like the character quirks and stuff like that.
That's
And
true,
they incorporated it into Infinity War like seamlessly. Like when we were with the Guardians, I was like, "This is Guardians of the Galaxy."
That's so true. Yeah.
And then when we were with other people, it was like, "This is what it's like with Tony Stark."
Yeah.
They did such a good job with that.
Yeah, because we went to Guardians, it's just like, oh, it's another Guardians movie.
Yeah, it
It's
didn't
just
feel awkward at all.
Yeah, that's true.
They meet up with Thor. They meet him after saving him from outer space. And after he wakes, he steals their food. He wants their ship.
That was that was just so good. Like, all around.
Yeah.
So many great jokes there.
Yeah, as Marvel fans, we waited years for Guardians to meet with Avengers. And even though they didn't get to meet all of them, Rocket got to meet the Winter Soldier later on, and Groot got to meet Captain America. So we get the first interactions are between Thor and all the Guardians. And then we see that our heroes start to go off into different teams, different sections, as Rocket, Groot, and Thor go to make Stormbreaker. Now, we talked about this before the review. Stormbreaker was cool, but it didn't serve as much of a purpose as we thought.
Yeah. I think you said it best, Tyler. You said it was okay. Like, that's something I feel like it works well in a solo movie, but when you're bringing together 10 years of Marvel characters, it just feels a little flat. It's like, we have all this awesome character interaction going, then Thor is going to make like an axe or something.
Exactly. I do like how I'll just call him Tyrion because I always forget his first name. But Tyrion is in it from Game of Thrones, and he's like a big dwarf. That was great.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that part I was like, okay, I was bored of it. I don't know.
I felt like it took away from the fighting that was going on on Titan and on Wakanda. Speaking of Wakanda, before they go there, we see Captain America make his appearance after the train goes by.
That was amazing.
The theater was crazy for that.
Yeah, the theater just went crazy.
His theme song plays, and they fight the Black Order while saving Vision and Wanda.
Yeah.
They have a backdoor entrance to Wakanda, which is cool. We could see Shuri and Okoye again before the battle begins. What did you guys think of these Outriders? Compare them to the Chitauri from the first Avengers, or even Ultron from the second one.
I thought they were really cool because they were vicious, man. They were like putting themselves in that. Kind of reminded me of Aliens, the second Alien movie, where they just go at the doors and then, in the deleted scenes, they go at the doors and they just slaughter themselves so they can get to the machine guns.
That's true. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, they were vicious. I liked them.
Yeah, like I love that shot of. I know this is a little bit later on, but the Hulkbuster suit just getting swarmed by them.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, we see in the trailers that the running shot was cut out of the movie entirely. No Hulk, no running shot like in the jungle. We do see Captain America almost outrunning Black Panther, and their teamwork in like the little pond in Wakanda. It kind of looked like a pond. There was some water and stuff. They were the first two to fight those Outriders, and they were killing it. Black Panther's new suit was using the kinetic energy to explode.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Steve Rogers' new claw shield things from Wakanda. Those were dope.
I was like, because when T'Challa was like, give this man a shield, I'm like expecting, shield, and it was those shield thingies, claw things. I don't know if I really dig those that much, but I love Black Panther and Captain America are my favorite superheroes, so I love how they're running side by side. But yeah, I don't know about the shield thing. A little iffy.
Yeah, I like them. It kind of reminds me like this topic. Like the action scenes in this movie are absurdly good.
Oh yeah,
like they're so freaking good. Like the Hulk and Thanos one, like this whole battle of Wakanda, like it's so well choreographed, and like the Russo brothers, like the directors, they like shaky cam, but they like tone that back on this one, and like it's so epic. I love it.
That is amazing.
Yeah, before we talked about the order of the film, now we're kind of talking about these fight scenes and where the film goes toward the end. During the whole middle section, before the 2 hours of whatever, we see the gathering of the Infinity Stones. Thanos has the Power Stone in the first, when we first see him. They tell us that Xandar was wiped. Then he gets the Space Stone and the Aether from the Collector. We don't even see the Collector. We see him for like a little bit, but he's part of the reality that he builds. So unfortunately, we didn't see the normal Collector. He looked kind of off too. He didn't look like he was from the first Guardians. I like the Collector, so that was a little disappointing for me. And then we see the Soul Stone for the first time. And with the Soul Stone, there's a huge reveal from the very first Captain America.
Yeah,
I just watched it.
Red Skull.
Oh yeah. Duh. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I really liked what they did with the story with Thanos, like with the Soul Stone. He has to get rid of Gamora, and they did a good job early in the movie, like building Thanos' character, because we've already learned about all these other characters through their solo movies, but Thanos is like, you can't just introduce him as the big bad and not give him any backstory. Otherwise, it's like, what's his name? Apocalypse from X-Men Apocalypse. Which is stupid.
Yeah.
And so they did a great job with that scene showing Thanos with a young Gamora and like his motivations, like overpopulation and stuff like that. And then that Soul Stone scene, like it could have been like over dramatic, but it worked for me.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was really good.
A little over dramatic, but it definitely worked. And we saw the flashbacks, which helped build the story with the little Gamora and how he adopted her, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The Soul Stone is finally revealed where it is in the MCU. Red Skull is the keeper. He gets
pretty awesome.
He has 4 of them at this point. Then we see we see Thanos fight Iron Man and a few of the Guardians, along with Spidey on Titan.
That was amazing.
This was a huge part of the trailers, the marketing for this movie. A huge part for some of our favorite characters like Spider-Man and Iron Man taking down Thanos, along with Doctor Strange. This is very different team-ups we're not used to seeing.
And I love Doctor Strange. Like, the movie was just, we don't need to talk about that, but like, I really like Doctor Strange in this movie, and when they're all fighting Thanos, that scene was amazing. So well done.
Yeah, I still remember in my head Spidey going through Doctor Strange's like time hole things or whatever, and just kicking Thanos back and forth, and Star-Lord flying around and shooting him.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Iron Man's I read last night, like from the comics, his new suit is like the Bleeding Edge suit. It's so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, the nanotech has him form different swords, shields when he's going against the Infinity Gauntlet on Thanos. They try to take the Infinity Gauntlet off, which is something that I would have liked to have seen, but maybe they're saving that for Avengers 4. Other characters can wield the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics. I would love to see Iron Man wield it before
crazy.
Or if he dies in Avengers 4.
But think about how big that thing is, though. Like, I guess I'll figure that out.
Yeah, it would look a little oversized.
Yeah.
So
what did you think about, like, the reason... Because I almost had it off, and then Star-Lord was all like, you killed Gamora, so what did you think? Was that a good way to kind of have Thanos win that?
I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of BS.
Yeah,
Thanos was under. They could have got it off, and the other movies have done that for. Some character ruins it for the rest of the team.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it also helped drive that fight sequence because Thanos was pissed after that, and then he threw a moon at him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
He threw the freaking moon.
Now, I saw that footage when I saw the Comic-Con footage from San Diego last year, and that was huge in the leaked footage. The throwing the moon, I'm like, oh my god, Avengers Infinity War is going to be the most crazy movie I've ever seen. And it almost is. We'll get to that. But when he threw the moon, it was kind of quick. I was really hoping it'd be dragged out and like part of it would crack and that would look super sweet, yeah. But it was still dope. We've never seen a moon getting thrown in a Marvel movie.
Exactly.
From an Infinity Gauntlet. But after the moon's thrown, also the Battle of Wakanda is happening. There's this 1v1. Thanos knows Stark. Stark knows Thanos from his dreams and from the Battle of New York. They have a little 1v1 fight, and Stark almost bites it.
Yeah. Like he pulls out all the stops in his armor, and it's not enough.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was dead right there. I was like, that's probably the end of him, but it's not.
That line, I hope they remember you.
Yeah.
And then seeing him get stabbed, oh shit, I got emotional. I know, Tyler, you're saying that got you too. He's my favorite guy.
Yeah, Iron Man's my favorite superhero. That was crazy to watch.
That was crazy.
Edge of my seat during that entire sequence.
Now, I think the Doctor Strange part of that was actually extremely clever because Doctor Strange, before that, he saw like all the possibilities of them winning and only one that they win. So I assume that Tony Stark, they need him in order to take out Thanos.
Yeah, the only way to beat Thanos is to let him have the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, out of the 14 million outcomes he saw, Avengers 4 is the one to beat Thanos. Most likely. We don't know. That comes out next year.
Yeah.
So we see Iron Man get stabbed. And that's pretty much the end of the battle on Titan, because Strange trades him the Time Stone for Iron Man's life. And then Thanos enters Wakanda. And this is where it goes down.
It just gets crazy,
The Black Order, they're all dead at this point. They serve no purpose besides just being CGI, useless villains. But they look cool.
But, no, I thought that they were like... It was good that they were really strong, though. It was kind of like their own Avengers team.
They looked great.
And I thought it was fine.
Yeah, they had cool looks, cool names, cool weapons, but at least they weren't like Malekith. He was such a waste of a villain.
Yeah,
that's true, yeah.
He enters Wakanda, and we see the part, all the Avengers are going at him. Now, something that we saw from toys and pops or Lego sets, whatever, was Hulk was supposed to bust out of that Hulkbuster.
That is so true.
Oh, I was so angry we did not see that. Banner was stuck in the Hulkbuster, and Thanos just had it phase right through him. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it because it made him more vulnerable, and it was cool. It was a cool change from, like, the first Avengers and Ultron, where it's just, like, Hulk comes out, and then they win. And it's, like, no competition. Exactly. But, like, I think it depends on what they do with that whole story. Because, like, they're obviously making it so he can't summon the Hulk for a reason. But, like, it's got to be a good story reason.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I hope we see more Hulk in Avengers 4. I don't know if Hulk's killable, if he will continue through Phase 4. But, I'm hoping we see more guy.
I agree, though. I think that it's kind of cool that we didn't really see that much of him, that it was just mostly Banner in that Hulkbuster. Because they probably would have... I mean, they wouldn't have beat, like, Thanos, but... I don't know.
That whole fight would have been easy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
He just had his own movie, kind of, like... Thor Ragnarok was half Thor's, half his. So
yeah.
It all worked out, but...
I mean, the toys are just screwed, though, because, like... but that's a different thing, guys.
Another thing about the toys and the marketing is we see Thor with 2 eyes. So, all of us thought it was, like, not a spoiler.
True, yeah.
It was just, like, promotional error because he lost the eye in Ragnarok. But he gets it back. So, that was crazy.
Which, I like how clever that was, though, with, like... Because that eye is in the first Guardians. And then they steal it in the second one. And then they give it to Thor, which is awesome. I love that. I kind of wish he had the eye patch for most of the time, though. But
yeah, he looks super cool with the eye patch.
He really did. But, I mean, I would probably rather have 2 eyes than 1. Just saying.
And when Thor enters Wakanda using the Bifrost power from the Stormbreaker, that was crazy. Everybody in the theater loved that scene.
When he joined, It was Groot and Rocket, too. I think that was with him.
Unfortunately, Iron Man wasn't there to have all the original Avengers together. We'll have to wait till Avengers 4.
Exactly.
Maybe Captain America will even yell, Avengers Assemble, finally. But they were taking on the Black Order, and Thanos arrives. Now, Thor, where was he the entire time? While Thanos is wrecking our favorite heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I didn't like about how he went to do the whole like axe thing. It's like we have like all these awesome like character things and everyone's coming together in these fights, and then you're just watching Thor make this axe, which is cool, but like not Avengers level cool.
But I kind of like the mix up of Rocket and Thor together. Thor was going like rabbit and stuff. I thought that was fine, but.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It just wasn't...
It was slow.
He was definitely a breakout character as of recently. Ragnarok made him a lot better, and so did Infinity War.
That's true.
He's definitely more tolerable since his first solo film and his second solo film.
Yeah.
Another breakout character, obviously Thanos. He wipes the floor with some of our favorite characters, and then he rips the stone out of Vision's head.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Another breakout character. Of course, Iron Man is some of our favorites here. His new suit is crazy cool with all the different nanotechnology. But it was nice to see Black Panther's characters again. We have the man-ape guy from the comics who leads the ape tribe. Okoye, Shuri, and just it's nice to see his world again. It's only been a couple months, but as we talk about the end of the film, Thanos does the snap.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And this is nothing. This is something none of us expected.
I did not expect this at all. No way.
And we see some of our favorite characters just turn to dust.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was...
There's so many good scenes, but I think my favorite moment, and this tore my heart out, was when Peter Parker was...
Oh my god.
I don't want to go, Mr. Stark.
Yeah,
that and Tony Stark almost dying got to me.
Yeah, that was just... Damn.
So who's left? Tony and Nebula on Titan. And then Steve Rogers, or... he goes by no... They didn't call him anything. either called him Steve. They didn't
He's
call him
Steve
Nomad.
Rogers now. He kind of got rid of
Yeah.
the Captain America thing.
So they didn't call him Cap or Nomad, which is annoying.
Banner's left. War Machine.
Pretty much all the
Black
founding
Widow,
Avengers, yeah. Besides, War Machine's not really a founding, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket's still alive, yeah. We need Rocket.
I think Okoye still left. I
think
don't
all
remember,
the Guardians except for Rocket are gone.
Yeah.
So that. And I wonder if Gamora is actually. I want them to keep her dead, but knowing Marvel, who the heck knows? I don't know.
So now we've talked Infinity War. We talked about what we like, we didn't like. Do we have any Avengers 4 predictions yet?
Okay, I have no idea what they're gonna do because, and this is I mean that in the best way possible because so everyone's like, oh, they're gonna team up and beat Thanos in the next one, but Thanos doesn't have anything to do. He already wiped out half the universe. Like he said, he was gonna retire.
That's true.
So obviously Thanos will be in it, but what's like, because like Thanos is he's retired. So like, are they gonna go hunting for him, or is there gonna be another threat along with Thanos?
I think that they. Sorry if I interrupted you, but
No.
I think that. What if they go back in? Because we all know that it's probably they have to go back in time. Obviously, what if they try to go back in time to stop like all the Infinity Stones? Like, I really don't know what they're gonna do though. They don't want to stop Thanos. They probably want to stop the stones. I don't know.
Yeah, because Thanos said he would just retire, like after
That's true,
after
yeah.
he did the snap.
He'd watch the world on a sunset or something like that.
Yeah.
He would just sit there. In the comics, Thanos is like a farmer at one point.
Yeah,
So I can see him
Wow.
like just being a farmer while they're trying to revert back and go back in time and everything.
So I think they might. Yeah, Thanos is definitely gonna be in it, and so I think either it'll be like them trying to find Thanos in the stones, or like a mix of that and some other new threat.
I like to see Thanos come out of Avengers 4. I don't think it's possible. I think he'll probably bite the dust. But I like to see him come back, not as an anti-hero or anything, but as a villain that could make a return in the future of the MCU. Because he's crazy good. He took off all of his armor just so he could fight these crazy heroes like Thor. I mean, he almost crushed the god's head with just his fist. Yeah, no gauntlet or anything. So I like to see him return past Avengers 4, but we'll have to see. I'm also really excited about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Some people might not be familiar with her. I was in the theater and I'm like, whose symbol is that? Who's Captain Marvel? This.
Yeah.
But we'll have to find out in March what her story is in the MCU, where her position is, why she hasn't helped out in the other Avengers
Yeah, where is
movies.
she? Where has she been since
What's her
really,
deal?
that-
1990?
She didn't care about the
yeah.
aliens in New York. She didn't care about the robots in Sokovia.
There's a
They could have used her.
I read a theory that Ant-Man and the Wasp, because if you guys know, the Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be about them finding Hank Pym's wife or whatever, because she's in the quantum realm. I heard a theory
That's
that
pretty cool.
Captain Marvel might be stuck in the quantum realm as well.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Because there was some of
That
the
makes sense.
some of the writers were saying that Ant-Man and the Wasp is really big for Infinity War. So
Okay. Yeah, because I read something too that it was like that's going on kind of before and during Infinity War. So that's why Ant-Man wasn't in it, I guess. Oh, I thought it was going to be in
apparently they were
don't know.
him and Hawkeye they made a deal after Civil War to like be on house arrest instead of going on the run with Captain America.
it. Okay.
Yeah, Clint
Crazy.
and what's Ant-Man's name again?
Scott?
Scott,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Clint and
All
Scott
right.
are with their families. I'm excited to see Hawkeye in Avengers 4. I heard he's got a new look. He's got like the shaved sides of his head, and he's got he might be in his Ronin like ninja suit. If you guys are familiar with the comics.
No.
Well,
I'm excited.
But yeah, Avengers 4 is gonna be crazy. We know that some of these characters are gonna come back because they're filming Spider-Man 2 now.
yeah, we should talk about which characters we think are going to be dead and which are going to come back.
All right, so Loki's goner.
Yeah, he's
done.
gone.
He's done.
He better be
He's
gone.
not going to come back.
That'd be
Loki's
stupid if
goner.
he came back.
I like to see Red Skull again, but that was a whole different actor. So unfortunately, I don't think Red Skull will make any more returns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he needs to.
Vision.
Exactly.
Vision's up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I want him to be dead, and I want Scarlet Witch to be dead because they're so powerful. Just kind of put them aside. They both died together, I guess. But I know, like, I don't know how far Shuri got with, like, moving his mind out of there.
I like to
don't know.
see, they go back in time to, use different characters from the past to help them. I like to see Vision stay dead and bring back Quicksilver.
Ooh.
Because
Really?
they could
Okay.
totally redo him. He looked kind of dumb in
Yeah,
Age
he
of
was
Ultron.
rocket. Yeah.
But totally redo his character, look, hair, whatever. And if Vision stayed dead, it's a different story arc for Wanda. She's kind of always up in the air. She lost her brother, and now she lost her. Well, she's dead too, but she lost her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So.
So I want Wanda and Vision to kind of stay dead, and I think that they may, but that one's still kind of.
The
up in
actress
air
is
for
still
me.
young. She'll probably be in more Avengers movies.
Yeah,
the
but-
whole team's gonna be changed by the end of.
That's true. They probably still need her, but maybe Vision should just.
Because
Yeah.
isn't she like the only one powerful enough to destroy the stones?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, so
true.
they
They're gonna
probably
need
need
her. Okay,
about-
so she'll probably make it back.
How about some of the founding Avengers? Iron Man, Captain America,
Iron
Hulk.
Man is gonna bite. The
Iron
dust
Man and
for
Captain
next
America
one.
will bite the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I actually think Captain America will bite the dust, and Iron Man will retire.
Okay.
I can see Iron Man dying and becoming like a hologram. There's some
I can
stuff
see him
in the
dying,
comics,
yeah.
like that they can get around it.
I feel like
I
Captain America, he has to die.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
there's really
nowhere
nowhere
go
to
with him.
put it. I mean, he's a soldier. He's got to die in this war.
Yeah,
Would you like to see Falcon or Bucky hold the shield? Which one? Because they both.
I don't want to see.
Either
I don't
one,
want to
yeah.
see either one.
Honestly, I'd rather have Falcon, but then like
Yeah,
somebody,
that's true. I
somebody
actually
mentioned
would,
he's
yeah.
got no powers. What makes him Captain America? Just wings.
That's
Like
true.
he's got no powers. I like the Falcon cap from the comic books. I think that's super cool, but I feel like it's not lame writing, but it's cheap writing just to give it to Bucky. Like
That's true.
yeah, especially because they don't do anything with his
They
character.
do. And do you guys think he'll stay dead, or they're gonna bring him back? Because I know he's signed on for like 9 movies.
he's got a lot of
total,
movies
so-
left.
I bet he'll come back.
They've used him for
Yeah.
a few now because he said he had 9 a couple years ago, but he still has a lot of time. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he may even be a villain in Black Widow prequel movie.
Oh, that
yeah,
would be
that's
I
in
hope they
development.
actually get that movie out.
You'd want it to be out?
Yeah, Black Widow.
Yeah, that'd
because
be
like
pretty cool.
she totally deserves her own movie. They
She
just
does.
haven't
She
given
does,
it to her
yeah.
because the studio's like, it's a girl, people aren't gonna watch it.
Yeah, Wonder Woman did really well. I
Yeah,
can see a Black
exactly,
Widow
yeah.
movie doing good, especially for little girls because she kicks ass. Black Widow
She does.
is great.
So here's the one that I don't know what they're gonna do is Gamora. I
Yeah.
assume she's gonna come back, but like
It makes it
The
cheap
way
for
that-
Thanos.
exactly, and the way yeah, because the way that they killed her is not like the dust, and if she came back, it would be like, okay, Thanos is just kind of
Thanos is like, oh, I didn't lose anything at all. did I?"
exactly. So but
I can
where
see
would
her
the
coming
Guardians-
back, but I can also seeing her staying dead.
I really hope.
Because
she
like,
stays.
where does the Guardians go from there? I
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, will they kill Guardians members in an Avengers movie? We don't know. We just saw it happen, and they all turned to dust mostly. So I can see the like Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis coming back. Gamora is up in the air though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I kind of want her to. I like Gamora a lot, but like,
For
that would
Thanos'
just be
story, it would make it.
exactly.
Thanos
yeah.
would have had a lot, like, because the whole thing was like he had to sacrifice like the one person he loved.
Mhm.
But like, if she just comes back, then it makes that whole scene just pointless.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good point.
What about Thor? You think he's gonna die at the end, or what?
The actor wants to keep doing Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And he's
Okay.
only becoming better every movie as of
That's
recently.
true. Yeah.
I hope they keep him
Same.
alive. So.
Same.
But yeah, they kind of do need Thor. Yeah.
And they can do more space stuff with him. Even though Asgard is, I think Asgard is what is pretty much done for.
Oh yeah.
The
it is,
people, the planet. He still
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, everything's like done.
He still
Yeah.
has cool villains he could fight.
We don't know where Korg is though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like,
On
and
spaceship.
Valkyrie. I mean, we didn't really see their bodies like
Do you
on that
think-
ship, so.
Do you think John
I don't
C.
know.
Riley is alive? On no.
Oh, I'm sure they're all dead.
I don't know if they. I don't know.
Because Thanos just wiped them out. Apparently.
I know. Did he wipe them out though? I guess so.
But yeah, he went to the planet and took the Power Stone from him.
I'm sure
Oh,
the
yeah.
planet.
Said he
I'm sure
just
the planet's
annihilated
gone.
them.
Yeah.
At least half of it.
Yeah. How about the superhero Nova? You guys familiar with Nova?
Yeah, I read about that last
That's
night.
true. Yeah.
Doesn't Nova like pass off like, is it like the last? He's like the last surviving member of like the Nova Corps, and then
Yeah,
he like
something like
passes
that.
it off to like a young Earth kid or something.
I think so. Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
super familiar with them. I just hope that the Nova Corps isn't 100% gone and they can somehow implement him. That would be
Yeah,
pretty
because
sweet.
I know Kevin Feige said he's thought about that character, and if they set it up with Thanos just annihilating that planet.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
I like to
be
see some new
crazy.
characters post Avengers 4 or during Avengers 4. because our team is going to change of original heroes.
Yeah.
Black Panther will definitely come back. His movie made way too much money for them to kill Black Panther.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Spider-Man, they worked so hard to get those rights back from Sony, or at least share them.
Yeah,
so Spider-Man won't
we'll
stay
get
dead.
him back.
They could even do the whole Spider-Verse thing and like have Peter Parker for like 2 or 3 more movies, and then do Miles Morales or whatever.
They had Miles Morales' brother in Amazing Spider-Man. He was the dude that Spider-Man was talking to. Like, he was Donald Glover.
Yeah, he played. He's actually the Prowler. Miles Morales is, I think uncle. Like,
uncle. Okay.
Is the Prowler, so he could be a villain if they wanted to get Donald Glover back. I would be 100% on board for that.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But I really like what Marvel does because you think about like Captain America's probably gonna die. I mean, all the original are just gonna be done probably by the end of this. But there's still characters that you actually like. Like the Guardians are great. Spider-Man, Black Panther. I mean, there's still guys that you like.
And Iron Man and Captain America are gonna have to come together because half the Avengers are gone.
That's true. Yeah, when they do come together, that'll be great.
Now, one last question because this video is getting a little long. We can make a whole Avengers 4 predictions video. The Infinity Gauntlet. Arguably one of the best weapons in movie history. You can almost compare it to already to lightsabers or like the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones. Will we see a return? It's pretty beat up looking right now after the snap. I would love to see it make a comeback, especially if Adam Warlock could wield it in the future. But is this a weapon that we could see with the stones in it in the MCU for a long time? Or do you guys think it's done after Avengers 4?
I don't think it's completely done. Because, I mean, he used it after. Like, it was damaged, but he still used it to escape.
That's true.
And it's just such an iconic thing in the comics. And they used it so well in this movie that, like, it may not be the main focus, but I think they definitely consider keeping it around.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one there, guys.
Yeah, we don't even know the title of Avengers 4. We know nothing about it. Just all theories. Well, thanks for talking, Infinity War British and Prem. This was a crazy movie, good conversation. What do you guys give it out of 10?
I do letters, so I'm gonna give it an A-.
A-?
A+ over here.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 right
Go
here.
see Infinity War.
Go see it, guys. Hopefully you've seen it at this point. I'll tell you that, because that would suck if you have not. But this has been British Walkthroughs1. We'll see you guys on the flippity flop.